Hey guys, this is Anita. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about everything I read in January. January is one of the best reading months I had. I completed 5 books and I enjoyed all of them. 4 of them were 5 stars and one of them was 4.25 stars. Though I read only 5 books, one of them was 800 pages and one was around 750 pages. So page count wise, it's not less. And I also started 2 series I wanted to start this year and one standalone from my 23 books I wanted to read list. So overall, I'm happy with how my January went. As usual, I talk about my least favorite first and go in the order from my least favorite to most favorite. So the first book I want to talk about is The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. This is book 1 in Wheel of Time and it completely surprised me. All these years I listened to so many people complaining about these characters. So I was worried because characters are very important to me in a book. If they are good with just minimal plot, book would work for me. I was very nervous going into the book, but I loved these characters. There are definitely some moments where I felt annoyed with these characters, but I did not hate them, not yet. So when I mentioned that I don't hate the characters in the live show, everyone told me to wait and see. But I'm really happy they worked for me in this first book. And I like the world and I like the magic system. I did not care about the ending because we did not get many details. It felt like after reading 750 pages, we don't know anything. We didn't even scratch the surface of the world. I don't like that feeling. I understand there are another 13 books to read, and we'll learn in those books, but I'm somehow unhappy that feeling of unsatisfaction was there at the end. That's why I gave only 4.25 stars. I'm planning to film a separate review for this where I talk about all spoilers, my favorite moments or the annoying moments. So I'll go deeper into what I did not like about ending there. I just hope I continue to enjoy the rest of the series. And the next book I want to talk about is The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. This is reimagining of Indian epic Mahabharata in Draupadi's POV. I like this a lot actually. I like the writing. This is pretty close to the original epic. There are few changes in especially with respect to Draupadi's bond with some of the other characters. I did not mind that. I felt the author handled that very respectfully. Actually, I'm impressed with the way how author introduced some of the background stories for these characters. She obviously did not give the whole background because original Mahabharata is huge. It focuses on the conflict between Pandavas and Kauravas. They are brothers kids and there are a lot of background stories involving each character, gifts they receive from gods or curses in some cases, and there are some background stories which involves the past lives of some of these characters. It's not easy to cover all of them. What author did was focus on Draupadi's life and the events impact her life. The story starts from Draupadi's birth and follows her life. When Draupadi meets these characters, that's when we learn about those characters and the background of them. I really like the way author executed it. It worked for me. I gave it 5 stars. If you don't know anything about Mahabharata, you can read this. It is accessible. It gives you the introduction of main players of Mahabharata. And the next book I want to talk about is Imperium by Robert Harris. This is book 1 in Cicero trilogy. I had a blast with this. I didn't know anything about Roman history. Last year I read Augustus by John Williams, which sets, I think, around 30 years after this trilogy. So I kind of know what happens to these characters, at least some of these characters, but that did not reduce my enjoyment of this book. It starts with the beginning of Cicero's political life. He did not have any noble background, so he has to work hard to grow in politics. All aristocrats hate him, and Cicero is very good at making enemies, so he faces so many struggles. Actually, I heard that Cicero is kind of unpleasant in other Roman history books. Alan and Kyle talked about it in the live show we had. Please check that if you're curious about Roman history. Alan and Kyle mentioned so many past events. Since I did not read any of those other books, I liked Cicero. I am glad actually this is my first entry. I think that kind of helped me enjoy this book more. The first half of this book reads like a legal thriller, and the second half reads like a political thriller. Politics haven't changed in 2000 years. It reads like any contemporary political thriller. I had so much fun reading those politics. I gave this book 5 stars and I cannot wait to start the second book. And the next book I want to talk about is Deathless Beast by Andrew D. Meredith. This is book 1 in Galatian Saga series. I loved this book. Actually, I read this book immediately after reading Fool's Fate. My brain was wrapped around Fool and Fizz. So I thought no book would distract me from them, but Andrew Meredith did that with just a couple of chapters. This world is rich and I was completely immersed in it. It highly features the themes of religion and its function in the world. I really liked the way he executed that, and I liked all characters. Every character is unique, including secondary characters. They have their own agency. I already posted separate review of this, so I'll not go into details here. If you are interested, please check that. If you are looking for something different to unwind after a modern fantasy book, pick this up. You won't be disappointed. I highly recommend it. It was instant 5 stars for me, and Andy D. Meredith narrated his own audiobook and it was fantastic. Book 2, Bone Shroud, is already out. I'm going to pick it up soon. And the last book I want to talk about is Fool's Fate by Robin Hobb, third and final book in Tournament trilogy, and my favorite in the trilogy. It has incredible character moments and the world develops more than what we have seen in live ships, and we go deeper into the magic system. I absolutely loved it. It was supposed to be the end of whole Realm of Eldling's world, and we can clearly see that. Hobb managed to close all plot lines. We finally got the details of Red Ship Wars and who was behind that, and she also kind of leaves some open threads to explore in future. I think that is kind of smart. After finishing this book, I wanted to start over and reread it. It was that good. I will definitely reread this before the end of this year. So that's all I completed in January. I also started Shogun. I only read part 1 of that, so I'll talk about it when I finish, mostly in March wrap up, hopefully in March wrap up. So let me know in comments what you read in January and what was your favorite. Please like, comment and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.